there he goes. It's like revving up an engine. All right. Well, how's it going, everybody? I put out a video today. It's, it's out there. Yeah, it was regarding the Walmart trips that he took, and it was a much shorter form, even though it's still 24 minutes long, I guess. But we're on to part 3 now of all the documents that I just got from regarding the Bryan Kohberger case, and I just purchased another, every single file that was available up until this point. So that's pretty cool. I guess there's been a lot of stuff being released in the months where I wasn't covering it. Well, we got 31 people here, you guys. How's that? How does that even happen? It's unreal. All right. Let's see, I'll just get over to the full screen. Go over here. Yeah, well, maybe show up a little more often. Like what? What's going on right now? That one lady that killed her kids. What's this? I mean, they're all just such boring. I don't understand the fascination with that. It's crazy. Anyway, here's the one of the interviews. That doesn't say. It says some guy named Rosinski. BWC interview. So I don't know who BWC is. Doesn't say.
You can sit right there. I'm sure you probably, like you said, you remember me from the ASUY Cop Talk. So this is one of my partners, Justin Dean. He's one of the officers here at Moscow PD as well. So obviously, I know you're aware of the stuff that happened this weekend. So we're just talking with people around the campus.
It's not spelled Brightigun. The Brightigun, but that's boring too. Like, you guys didn't want to cover it. Okay? So don't bring up the Brightigun trial in here, all right? You had like 60 people in here watching it.
Campus community and just gathering information at this point, okay? So before we start, I'm just going to grab some simple information from you.
Yes.
And your
Well, go watch those, okay, Cindy? I'm doing that.
Perfect. And can you spell your last name for me?
Yeah.
All right, let me do this.
Perfect. And your date of birth?
2002.
2002. Okay.
Does anybody know who BWC is? I'm just going to...
I appreciate you coming in
Yeah.
a lot. Did you have any specific relationships with any of...
Hey, Erica, why do you always put that popcorn symbol in here? I always wonder what you're doing when you do that.
Any of the victims? Are you aware of any of the victims?
Yeah, so I was good friends with Xana since I met her freshman year.
Okay.
And then Kaylee also met her freshman year, talked to her during recruitment.
I guess I just like to always figure out if they saw some indication of a stalker, and maybe that was Kohberger.
She was like one of my close friends.
Okay.
Just because, yeah, in a sorority, like you have like your big and
Right.
your, yeah. And so she was like best friends with my big, so we always...
What does that mean, watching everything? What does that mean?
Always like hung out together.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you knew Kaylee and Xana pretty well
Yeah.
Did you know one of them more better than the other, would you say?
I knew Kaylee.
Kaylee pretty well? Okay. So you guys were friends since about freshman year. Did Kaylee, did she ever hang out or associate with anybody with like violent tendencies or anybody of concern or anything?
No, that's the part that was really confusing when we kind of like read the news, because she usually like stuck to her friend, like her roommates. Like she usually like hung out with like her roommates, like Maddie and everything like that. And if she didn't hang out with them, she would hang out with we call them like the King girls, and they also lived on King Street.
Okay. Are they? So you said? What's your last name? Oh, okay, so that is her last name. Okay.
And then who doesn't live at on King Street, but she's also she hung out with her a lot.
Hung out with Kaylee a lot?
Yeah.
Okay. And now Kaylee, she was, correct? She was a part of it?
Yeah, but
Okay.
Her best friend Maddie was, and they've been
Because of the way it makes it so when they're redacting, it's almost unlistenable. You know, like every other second, you gotta.
been friends for years. So
Okay.
She just kind of
So Kaylee was, and then Maddie was, and then Xana was, okay, so, and then Ethan was.
We're talking about
Okay.
yeah.
fraternities and sororities. Why can't you mention them?
Yeah, the place that they lived at was like, it's considered like a out of house. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So other than those people that they hung out with, do you know, was she ever involved in like doing any illegal substances, like anything that you can think of?
I wouldn't.
Can you guys make that out when I play it that fast?
I would probably say just coke, probably, but I can't think of like her doing anything else.
Have you actually seen her or heard of her doing that before?
No, but I knew that Xana, and yeah, Xana was pretty into it.
Okay.
I would say.
Did you have any follow-up questions on
So Xana was in Coke.
Yeah.
What about Ethan?
I'm not sure about Ethan. I don't know her boyfriend at all.
And these questions we're not trying to.
No, you're totally
anyone,
right.
I'm just trying to. There's several avenues. Do you know at the house if they were selling drugs? If there's a lot of people selling drugs, or was it just kind of you go to a party to use kind of thing?
I think it was more like they would like go out and they would do coke, but they weren't selling coke.
Okay, so at the residence it wasn't known as a drug house or anything like that. They wouldn't keep any quantities of Coke or Xanax. Is that wrong?
No, just ask the super sleuths out there.
That.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did Kaylee ever mention to you or anybody, or did you ever hear from anybody? Did she ever like maybe have a stalker or someone? She just maybe it didn't seem like a big deal that she expressed like a concern that maybe came off like jokingly or anything like that.
No, she never mentioned anything to like any of us. Like especially like anyone like in our apartment or to the girls that live on King Street. We just knew. I mean, I don't know. Like we weren't sure, but I don't know if you guys saw the Twitch stream. Yeah, that was it. Like we
You saw what did you see in the Twitch stream?
just like those two guys.
Did you recognize any of those guys?
We did not, but my friend, she actually went to Grub Truck that night with her friend Grace, and they saw Kaylee and Maddie, and they just kind of said that like those guys were just being like weird, I guess.
Did she say anything specific on the names of the guys or?
No, I think they were just two guys that no one recognized.
Okay.
So
Well, did she explain why she thought they were weird or they did anything or their demeanor or?
I think like one of them was just kind of like nudging the other guy to like, oh, like those are girls that go kind of or something like that. I would say like talking to like my friend about it because she was there during that time.
So she was there while Kaylee and Maddie were there. Did she speak to Kaylee and Maddie at all?
I think she said hi, but I'm not quite
Okay.
sure. Yeah.
And that is, who did you say that was?
She's not on the list.
Okay.
And then I think another person that would be good to talk to would probably be was at the bars all night with Kaylee and Maddie. Michael's Club, I think.
Sorry, I was writing that down. Who was the other gal you were talking about? That was
Alright, you guys, this is another one of those, another show. So if you're out there and you have the ability to help support the channel, that would be great. We're currently at 000000000 all the way across the board. I'm sorry I can't bring more people in here.
the Corn Club with them. Okay. And I know I've already asked once, so I'm just going to reiterate and ask again. And there's, anything that you could think of, or, Kaylee not, or even any of the victims, I guess, at this point, having any issues with anybody.
I would say Kaylee was like a very like, she was very, like, unproblematic, like, peaceful. Like, I can't imagine her having, like, I don't know, like, I can't imagine her, like, having, like, someone, like, with violent, like, tendencies, like, around her, just because I feel like she's not that type of person. If anything, like, or same thing with, like, Maddie Mogan, just because, like, I don't know, I would say, like, it might be something towards, like, Ethan and Xana, like, I don't know. Just because, like, Kaylee's, like, mentions, like, anything to
Okay,
us.
and I know you said like all of the roommates kind of hung out, stuck together pretty close. Did Ethan and Xana ever associate with people that may be violent or anything?
Like, for me, the reason why I would like, kind of assume is just because, like, Xana and Ethan, like, they're more, like, outgoing people. Like, they hung out with, like, different, like, friend groups. Like, they didn't really stick to kind of, like, the same friend group. So, I don't know, they're just more social. So
Okay.
I'd say.
All right. Do you have any?
Do you know if Maddie or Kaylee had like a boyfriend recently or an ex-boyfriend, anyone that they were kind of seeing?
So, Kaylee, let's see, she dated this kid for a couple of years. They were high school sweethearts, but it's like a really nice person. Kaylee, last time I talked to her, a couple days ago, she was just talking about how, like, obviously when she graduated, like, she was looking for an apartment in Texas, and she met this guy, he was going to be her roommate. I don't know.
From Texas, like,
Yeah.
already down there?
Already down there, yeah.
Okay.
So,
Were her and still together when she was mentioning that to you?
they're broken up,
Okay.
but I think the girls that lived on King Street, her ex-boyfriend told them that Kaylee tried calling around during that time, when everything happened.
Okay. Well, during what time?
I think around 3.
3 in the morning. Kaylee tried. Which?
I
Okay.
think that's
And who said that?
the girls that live at King Street, like,
Okay. So they told you that Kaylee attempted to call sometime around 3 in the morning.
yeah.
Okay.
I heard that from, sorry.
Okay. And then did they ever talk?
I don't think he replied because he probably thought it was some type of like, are you up type of call. So
Okay.
he didn't answer.
How do the girls know that she tried? You know,
I think it's probably because I told them, because I know, like, while this whole thing was like happening, or on Sunday when everyone was trying to figure out like what happened, I'm pretty sure they asked if he knew anything.
do you think anybody's in the company that call, like, to come over? Kind
Yeah,
of like,
yeah, like a
people that
yeah.
Okay.
How about Maddie? Did she have a boyfriend that you heard about? Or?
Yeah, so her and this guy, we call him, I think his first name's, but he recently graduated, and they're still together. Or they were still together. It's been almost 2 years, I believe.
So they're still dating, like, as of right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think they had any problems, and she was a pretty peaceful lad.
What's he look like?
He's kind of balding. He's on the shorter side.
Like, shorter than me? Not pretty short. 5'9".
Yeah, I feel like 5'7".
I'll take that.
But yeah, brown hair, brunette, kind of skinny. I think he lives in Coeur d'Alene. Yeah.
Okay. With the 4 roommates, were any of them closer with one another than the other, or?
Was Maddie Mogan's little.
Okay.
And I feel like, so obviously, like, Kaylee and Maddie Mogan were probably, like, the closest out of, like, all of the roommates, but if there was anyone else, I would say Maddie Mogan.
Okay. And you said you said Maddie and Kaylee were the closest?
Yeah.
And is there, there's what you said?
Yeah.
What was, she have a boyfriend?
So she has a boyfriend, which I actually knew. He lives in Boise, though. His name's,
And what kind of guy have you ever met?
yeah.
And what is he like?
He's very hardworking, he has epilepsy, and he's really nice. You know, I would say he's a violent person.
Okay. Were you aware of any sort of issues between roommates? No?
No. They all got along pretty well from what I heard from Kaylee.
Okay. Were there any, I know they don't have to be specifically dating, but were there any males that Kaylee would hang out with pretty often, or any pretty close guy friends that you would hang out pretty often, or have come over, or anything like that?
Let's see, I think she was talking to this guy for a little bit. He's here.
Okay.
But
And they were just like talking like that thing, like they were like officially dating, or
Yeah, I
like
think they were just-
you know, they were like had a sexual relationship or anything.
yeah, I think they were just hooking up, like, there and there. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it wasn't really big.
Okay.
Have you seen him before?
Yeah.
What's he look like?
Tall, he's brunette. He's serving as, like, their, like, right now,
So tall was like 6 foot.
like, over 60, yeah.
Okay. Is he thicker build, skinny,
To medium.
athletic, or just okay?
Yeah.
Not like he's not like overweight or
No,
or
he's super skinny, no.
Okay.
He's just average body.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was there anybody else that she ever mentioned she hung out with, or?
Other than that, like I said before, she just kind of, like, stuck to her friend groups, I would say. So, no, not really, unless she met someone at the bars, which I feel like I can give you more information on that.
Okay. Do you know if she met anybody at the bar that night?
No, we just all kind of heard that there was a guy that got kicked out for being creepy towards Maddie. But other than that, like, we like haven't heard anything else. Like I don't think she was talking to like any other guy, or
Okay.
it was at least.
When was the last time you spoke to Kaylee?
The last time I spoke to her was probably at around 5 p.m. on Saturday.
Okay.
So it was like right before, because
Did she say what her plans were, or?
no, they all like came to our apartment just to kind of like hang out and like drink, but then they left to go roam.
Okay. So she came over to around 5 p.m. She came over to your apartment at the Whites.
Yeah, she came over.
Was she with anybody?
She was with all of her roommates and Ethan, so like they all came together. They showed up at I think around 2:33, and they probably left at around like 5 or 6. I can say.
So left between 5 or 6.
Yeah, around that time at least.
I know there was a social media posted of all of them. Was that
That was at the apartment.
That was at your apartment that you live at? Okay. Have you spoken to or I'm throwing a blank. Have you spoken to them at all?
And I have some classes together, so like we've gotten like close over that. I reached out to her on Sunday, but she didn't reply. So
you haven't spoken to her about the incident at all? Or, okay. Do you know anybody who has by chance?
I would probably ask.
Okay.
Because I think her boyfriend was the one that made that call that morning.
Okay. And you said you kept mentioning a couple names. I guess some of the names, the ones that would be able to give me more information. Is that?
And then I would say too, probably.
Okay.
Do you have all their phone numbers?
I have actually I think I do.
Okay.
And then
Are they?
yes, there.
Okay. Okay. Have you been over to their house before?
Yeah.
Okay. Do a lot of people like use their Wi-Fi or anything if they come over? Do you know?
I wouldn't say Wi-Fi, but I just know like they just usually keep like their like doors unlocked, and like everyone kind of like knows where I guess like their house is.
Okay.
But
Is there a reason why Kaylee lived with? Is there like rules with like the real life before you live off campus?
no, I believe that her and Maddie Logan, since like they've been best friends for several years, they just like they've always like talked about living together senior year.
Gotcha.
But I know that like Kaylee, like her freshman and sophomore year friend group, like and everything, like they're still like all like really good friends. Like yeah, she just
Well, you guys aren't actually struggling understanding it. It's really clear and easy, you know. Are you?
wanted to live with Maddie.
Okay. And I know we've
Look how slow this is.
as a department of
Wow.
gone through the area to like look for cameras or anything in general.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you guys are probably more familiar with that area than we are because we don't, especially him and I don't ever go out there because we're on a specialty division. So are you aware of like any cameras that people have, if it's even if it's like out the window or like anywhere in the lights that would maybe look over to like their side of the apartment?
Let's see. I don't believe so. I just like a lot of us don't really have cameras set up because like we're just it's
Right.
you know.
If you don't know, it's okay. I'm just curious. Okay.
Sure.
Have you seen anyone in that area that seen that place? I know there's a lot of kids, a lot of college kids, a lot of people, so you can have friends that come over there and argue. But anything that stuck out in your mind, it's like kind of maybe a vehicle or just someone around the neighborhood?
No, but I think when we were at like our apartment, I'm pretty sure someone I don't remember who they were talking about. How there was just like this random like kid that was like there's a random kid like carrying like a BB gun. I'm not really sure, but we didn't really think much of it. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. I know you mentioned like the grub truck and like a Twitch video, and that there were some gentlemen seen on it.
Yeah.
And you said that you didn't know either one of those individuals. They never looked familiar to you.
No.
And then your friend said, "Oh, that's so and so," or "That's."
Yeah.
So they've never. Okay.
We've never seen them.
Okay. And you and you guys, are you pretty familiar with like the? I know you like one of the members. Was it? I know you guys are pretty familiar with a lot of the members there and everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Is there any other questions you have? I can't think of anything at this time, but we appreciate you coming in.
Yeah.
Obviously, you seem pretty close to these individuals, specifically Kaylee. So, just know that there's people out here for you. And if you need to talk to anybody or utilize any resources, on campus as well as off campus, even him or I know sometimes it doesn't seem like it, but we're also people that some people try to reach out to talk to. So, we appreciate you coming in and talking to us, especially during all this hard times. And if you learn anything, or even something if you think it's stupid, just feel free to give us a call. Like something little can go a long way. So, it can be the littlest thing, or if a name gets brought up, or you hear something from somebody else, just make sure you express to them that it's important to give us a call and speak with us. So we understand that people are pretty affected by this, and the last thing they want to do is talk to the cops, but we're trying to make sure the community heals from this, and do everything we can. So, do you have any questions for Justin or myself?
I don't think I do at the moment, but I just wanted to say that I think all of those girls that I gave names out to, I think they all drove home already.
Yeah,
so,
a lot of people have. We can always reach out on the phone if we need to. I was actually surprised you were still here, to be honest. That's
Yeah,
all
I was gonna
asked. So, okay, well, I don't have any further questions for you, or I don't think Justin does either, but thanks again for coming in. We appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Drop the floor right here. Walk on the back.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
All right, you guys, we're currently at $4.86 for the show. So if you guys are out there, you could please help support the channel. That would be great. This is another interview. It's Rosinski, BWC. So maybe that stands for like a department, maybe. And then it says PR. I don't know. Let me just go right here.
All right. Before we get started here, how's your day going?
10 minutes.
I'm scared.
You can do one if you want to. I don't. Anybody can do a challenge.
What is your mental initial? Perfect.
Yes, sir.
You related in California?
My grandparents lived there for a while. But,
Really, which part?
I think it was like San Jose Obispo, I want to say.
Okay. I won my high school shop teacher. His last name was. But I lived up in Northern California, so
Gotcha.
sweet. And are you the president right now of?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sweet. What is the address? Perfect. And what's your date of birth? What's your date of birth? I know I called you. What was your phone number? Yeah, I was one of the guys that just did the cop talks. You probably remember me, so.
Yeah.
Cool. Can you just walk me through just your night
Sure.
on, let's see, so today's Monday the 14th, so like the night of the 12th, which is Saturday, like going into the 13th, which is early Sunday morning?
Yeah. So Saturday I went to a house party.
Okay.
A tree house. I ran into. I'm sure you know where.
So, you said it was a what party? Tree house party?
Yeah, like a house party. The house is like called Tree House.
Oh, okay, where's that at?
It's like right next to the white apartments. Like a little house, like right next to it.
Okay.
Just like down the hill from that park.
Do you know the address of it or no?
I don't.
Okay. Is there a certain sorority that
Yeah.
which
I believe.
Okay.
I think so. I live in there.
okay. So you went to a party there?
Yes, sir.
Do you remember what time about?
I think I left around 10 or 11.
You left.
I left Treehouse around 10 or 11. We were there pretty early. We were just watching the football game.
Okay, what time did you get there at? I know,
Let's see.
ballpark estimate.
Probably close to like the end of the third quarter of the football game. So probably like,
Of the Vandal game?
yeah, like
Okay.
I don't know, 6:30 maybe.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Okay. And you said you left there around like 10?
10 or 11, I want to
Okay.
say. And then I came home and watched a movie with
Came
my
back
roommates.
in home.
Yeah, yes,
Okay.
sir. Watched a movie with my roommate and then my buddy and his girlfriend.
What, which roommate is that?
His name-
Okay.
He's-
Perfect. You said?
Yes, sir.
How do you spell that? Say the last ones again. Last letters. Okay. Okay. So it was Claire and who else?
And
Okay.
then his girlfriend.
I'm sure you don't know last name.
I believe it's. I think.
When you were at the house for the party, were you with anybody in particular, or?
Oh, yeah. I mean, there was just a lot of fraternity, sorority guys, or sorority girls, fraternity guys just there hanging out.
Was it all or?
No. Like I said, I saw her there, and she's a.
Okay.
I saw her boyfriend there too.
Who's her boyfriend?
I think his name's.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And she was there with.
Yeah, I'm not sure on the guy's actual name.
It's okay. It's okay, but it's her boyfriend.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So you just saw her just at the party?
Yeah, no, me and her talked for a while. Me and her are pretty good friends.
Okay.
That's kind of how I found out about Xana. So.
Okay. Was that the only gal that was there?
That I noticed.
That you noticed? Okay. Okay, so you said you came back between 10 and 11.
Yes,
you were watching a movie with your and his girlfriend, and then what happened after that?
I went to bed, and then I ended up going and picking up 3 seniors from the club around 2, I want to say.
Okay. You remember what time you went to bed?
Probably like right after, it's probably like 2:30, 3.
Okay. Did you go to bed before you picked them up or no?
Yeah, yes sir.
Okay, so you watched a movie, you went to sleep, then you got a phone call?
Yeah, I was laying in bed, and then like we usually have a sober driver.
Right.
For like nights, weekends and stuff.
Yep.
And one of our freshmen got pulled over, kind of let off with a warning. He wasn't like driving his own car.
Right.
So he just came home and told him, "Don't worry about rides or anything. Like for the rest of the night, I don't want you to get in trouble or anything."
Right.
And then
So you kind of took over that role for the night then?
yeah, I just picked up just from the club.
You said?
Yeah.
And who else?
Just those 3, sir.
Sorry. And who else?
No,
Okay. And they're all...
yes, sir.
Okay, you picked them 3 up at...
Yes, sir.
Okay, and then what happened when you picked them up in the club?
I just drove them off.
So this is the private ride share guy. I think that's why it says PR, private ride.
You guys all leave the vehicle together to go back in the house, or did anybody...
They live at an outhouse, sir. I should have been clear with that.
Okay, where do they live at?
They live at a place called It's on.
Hey, you guys, we're doing a show here tonight. I need your guys' support when we do the shows. For some reason, tonight's one of those nights where everybody just stares at the screen, but we need the support for the channel. That's the only way to survive here. Last night, we were able to donate $500. So if you guys are able to help support the channel tonight, that would be great. Thank you. We're only at $4.90 something cents. Does that seem reasonable to you guys?
King Street.
Okay.
It's right across from, I guess, like when you pull into that, like there's like that small little street and then that cul-de-sac kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like it's the white house on the right.
So they kind of live by the cul-de-sac?
Yeah, I feel like...
So if you pull onto King Road...
Hey, in the P zone, I don't agree with you, okay? You can say whatever you want to say. Yes, you can still use your phone. It's just not as easy, okay? Everybody's done it. I'm just not interested. It's obvious what he's doing in there. He's barely wanting to use his thumb to just barely, at the tip of his thumb, to click buttons. Okay, all right, yeah. Right, exactly. He's wearing gloves after the murder. Yes, I know. That's why I showed you in the video. That's what the video is about. You're not adding anything to it or any context that's useful.
If you pull onto King Road,
Yep.
you see like houses, those apartments, and then that little like breakaway street, like where you can turn left. And
Onto Queen?
Right.
Yeah.
And then so they live like right past that on the left on King Road, just like past where you turn left, you just keep going straight, and they live in the back like corner right there.
Okay, so kind of closer to the cul-de-sac?
Yeah.
Okay. And you dropped all 3 of them off?
Yes, sir.
Okay, did they say like what they were going to do or anything? Did you see them like go inside?
Yeah, I saw. I mean, they were going inside. I didn't really think of it too much. I just kind of reversed down and drove back home.
Okay, and you said that was around 2, what time?
Yeah, I can see when, because I called Jack, I can see what timestamp that is to try and make it a little more. I just don't want to give you the wrong time.
No, you're good, bro. Thanks, man.
Yeah, I called Jack to pick him up at 1:49.
And then which was it? Okay.
Yeah.
So, we'll say, so you called him at 149?
Yeah, just to let him know that I was at the club there ready to pick him up. And then I dropped him off, so I probably was back home by 2:15, 2:30.
What club was that?
The Corner Club.
Okay. So at 149. Okay. Did any of them say anything
Yeah, he's the one that gave him a ride home. Yeah, we've seen the video a million times.
or mention if they were with anybody, or you just basically picked them up and dropped them off?
I just picked them up. It just kind of sounded like they were the last people that didn't get a ride. So when I told our freshmen to like just hold off on giving rides, I guess they were just kind of the ones that got stranded. So that's why I
Okay.
got them.
Gotcha. When you picked them up, were they with anybody else?
No,
Okay.
no, just those. I just took those 3 guys.
Okay, and then you dropped them off, they got out of your car, and then,
I went home.
okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that
No,
worth
sir, no.
noting or anything?
Not that I can think of, sir. No.
Okay. Okay. Was there a lot of parties going on off of King and Queen that night, you know?
Honestly, not that I know of.
Yeah.
I know there's like a couple different fraternities and sororities that all
Right.
work King Room, so I don't really know exactly what
Right.
all of them are doing.
But not anything you specifically noticed that night, though?
No, I was only at Treehouse, and by the time I left, there was like 4 people left at Treehouse.
Okay.
So, and after that,
Thanks.
nobody I knew.
Okay.
Any betas ride any parties besides the guys that were 21 just at the bar.
Okay.
I guess we'll see Elizabeth. Elizabeth said she has a challenge up there. If you guys want to, all you have to do is send in, I guess 5 people have to send in $5, and I mean, I don't know this person, but they're saying they'll send 100 in to PayPal, and if they don't, then it's still, you guys are supporting the channel with $5 $5. I mean, we're getting killed tonight, you guys. We're at $4.96, or now we're at $9.
Do you have any questions for me or anything saying or anything?
I'm personally kind of just like scared and
Right.
saying I was one of my
And the only way for her challenge to work is if you guys actually do something, you know. Unlike how we've seen it the whole night so far.
friends.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear about that, by the way, man. So it's definitely
I just-
not something normal and easy to comprehend.
Yeah,
So
I don't know, it's hasn't really, I don't think hit me completely yet, but you guys are saying like there's no like immediate threat on
Correct.
campus, which is I don't know, like I just don't really understand like how that's possible if there's still no guy in custody or there's no suspect. or
Right.
anything.
yeah, so we're still trying to do the best we can to
Yeah.
put everything together. So, but as of right now, yeah, that I would say that's an accurate statement. So, just know obviously you have resources out there. I know the Greek life community is not extremely big, and a lot of people know each other and hang out with each other. So, I mean, talk to one another.
Yeah.
You know,
Challenge up there that says she'll send $100 into PayPal if 5 of you donate a membership. We also count just $5 super chats. So we need 4 more, you guys.
be there, especially as a leader. Like,
Yeah.
be there for your dudes. You know, like this is just not something that people go through, right?
Yeah.
This is Moscow. Like anything can happen anywhere, but
What are you talking about?
Moscow's a relatively extremely safe community, as you know. You know, you've been here for.
He didn't have any color there. His fingers were sticking straight out. And then he must have poked his finger through or something, because all of a sudden there's skin tone.
A minute, so
And I don't really care. All I'm telling you is he's wearing gloves, and he's consciously trying to not leave any DNA or mainly fingerprints, though.
just utilize the resources on campus.
Are you guys gonna get the challenge met up here, you guys? This is already just an incredibly frustrating.
On campus and your brothers and stuff like that. If you hear anything or anything worth of noting, like anything could help out at this point, okay? So,
Yeah, I've been trying, but I don't know.
okay,
I hadn't talked to Zana for a couple weeks.
okay,
So it's been
Okay.
trying, but I know that there's a lot of the guys in my house that plan on going home today.
okay.
I'm gonna kind of stick around.
90
I think
days.
I'm planning on
That's
leaving
crazy.
tomorrow. If that's
What
okay.
kind of bank do you
Kinda make
use?
this
You can do whatever you want, man. Yeah, you're not obligated to stay here.
I just wanted to make sure if there's another, if you guys need
Thanks,
anything,
Allie.
so-
Yeah, I could just give you a call if anything, but yeah, if there's anything that you end up hearing or something, anything, like, even if you're like, yeah, whatever, like, just, you can always give me a call, or any one of us a call.
Okay.
But yeah,
It's the way you do it in the P-Zone. Like, you're just really sleuthing out stuff, and it's not... You do it in a way where you think you're debunking people and stuff, and it just doesn't work. All right? So if you ever just acted sort of normal, I think you'd probably have a different response, but you never do.
yeah, man, that's all I really have for you. I appreciate you coming in and taking the time out of your day,
Sure.
especially with everything else going on.
So he's actually the same person that Dylan Mortensen messaged and wanted to get another ride back out to the grub truck.
Going on, so. All right, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, take care. You can go out that door right there. That'll go right out to the hallway.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, man.
All right, there we go. There's that. Yeah, let's see what this one is. Another video. All right, guys, we still need 3 more up there. This is an audio file.
That is not a problem. I could just talk to you here on the phone. So, can you, did you have any special relationships with any of the victims or anything?
Hey,
Yes.
Okay.
I was really good friends with Kaylee.
Okay.
She was a year older than me. We were in the same chapter together, and we're pretty good friends.
Okay, so you guys are both 80?
Yes. Yeah, and then I also I knew Xana pretty well as Ethan, just
Okay.
from kind of the community, and I met Xana pretty early on in my first week of college.
Okay. Are you a junior?
Yes, I am.
Okay, cool. So,
yeah, we'll try to do it, Elizabeth, but people aren't doing it. I mean, we need 2 more still, and it just shouldn't be that big a struggle. But we need 2 more, either gifted memberships or $5 super chats to reach Elizabeth's challenge.
do you know of anybody, I know you said you were pretty close to Kaylee. Do you know of anybody that she may have associated with that could potentially have violent tendencies or be violent in any way?
No, I don't. I can't think of anyone.
Okay. And this question is, we're not trying to say people did this or did that. We're just trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together.
There you go. All 5 were sent in finally. So we got Haley, thank you, as in Haley's Comet, Tracy Von Brott, Devin Cruz, Allie Cake, and Allie Cake twice. So there you go.
Together, just with everything that's going on.
And that's really generous of you up there, Elizabeth, if that's, if you're actually legit, I get a lot of trolls that do weird shit out here. All right, but I appreciate it. If it's real, that's great.
Was Kaylee ever involved in any, drugs, or do you know if she ever, partied with drugs or anything?
Not to my knowledge. I know that was, something that kind of that has happened and stuff. I've never personally heard or seen anything related to Kaylee, if that makes sense.
What about any of the other roommates that were in the house?
No, not them personally. I know that is something that does happen kind of in this environment, or it has happened, but not them personally. No.
And you mean,
Not to
are
my
you talking
knowledge.
about like just stuff that happens, like people that like just party with drugs?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know, like, I don't know anything of them personally.
So you've never seen Kaylee do coke or marijuana or any sort of, Xanax or any sort of party drug? You've never like seen or heard her do any of that stuff before?
No, I've never seen her. No.
Okay.
Not to my knowledge.
And what about Xana or Ethan or Maddie or any of the others?
No, not personally, no.
Okay.
Like I said, I know that like is something that is probably like in the same environment, but no, not them personally.
Okay. Do you know if drugs were ever being sold out of that house at all by any chance?
No.
Okay. When was the last time you spoke or saw Kaylee?
I saw her when she was at Grub Truck with Maddie and with her and Maddie.
Okay.
I spoke to Kaylee when she was like after she had ordered, when she was waiting for her food.
Okay. And how was Kaylee's demeanor at that time?
She was good. She we kind of just had a light conversation, just like about what we were, but she seemed really happy. Her and Maddie were laughing.
Okay. Did they say what their plans were after they were at the Grub Truck, like where they were going or anything?
No, they didn't. No.
Okay. Did you said you spoke to Maddie too, or was just Maddie just kind of there?
No, I saw Maddie. I didn't have a conversation with her. She just was standing like with Kaylee.
Okay.
I only actually had a conversation
Oh, okay. So she's one of the people in the Grub Truck video, just standing there.
with Kaylee.
Okay. Do they seem intoxicated at all, or?
Yeah, I mean, Madison was really, she was very intoxicated, and Kaylee was just, like mildly, drunk, I guess. The only thing that was funny is when she said habanera or whatever that was called, or cabanera or whatever the hell the name of that sandwich was or meal that she got.
I didn't ask, but I think a little bit. And I know that she had come from the club, I think, 'cause my friend also told me she was there with her. But not anything like extremely where she was not able, like she didn't know where she was, so she like
Nothing
was
out of the
very
normal.
coherent. Like, yeah, she wasn't like stuttering on her words or anything like that.
Okay, so she wasn't like stumbling or slurring her words or like
she
not
wasn't.
making sense or anything like that.
No, yeah, she was like coherent, like understood where she was. She wasn't like slurring or stumbling over her words at all.
Okay, and did they come to the Grub Truck with anybody else?
I didn't see them show up to Grub Truck because I came after she was there. She had already ordered by the time that I was there.
Okay, so you showed up after
I
her?
did. Yes, I showed up afterwards,
Okay.
and I only spoke to her for a little while. But I did watch I watched back just to see in the video, because there's like a security kind of video at the Grub Truck.
Are you speaking about the Twitch stream?
Yeah.
Okay, and what did you see on that?
I saw that someone kind of had showed up the same time as her. I just tried to look back to see if it was someone that I recognized.
Now they're just talking to her like she's going to sleuth out the surveillance footage.
Because I didn't see anyone that I recognized standing with Maddie and Kaylee when I spoke to them.
Okay.
But I didn't recognize. It kind of looks like someone had shown up with them, but I didn't recognize them.
Okay, so you don't know who that individual was?
No, I don't.
Okay, you've never... Did anybody say they recognized him?
No, we were all trying, like, some of my friends and I were speaking on it and trying to figure that out, because my friend who was with Kaylee at the club said that there was someone that was, like, kind of concerning, but she had no clue who he was, and so we weren't able to figure out who that was.
Okay, so your friend that was at the club with Kaylee and Maddie said that there was someone concerning at the club as well, the corner club?
Yeah, this is all just information that I had heard from her. She said there was someone that was kicked out or was a cause of concern. Like someone was concerned because he was kind of being creepy towards Maddie.
Okay.
But I never like saw that, and that was all I heard.
Okay.
Because I was not present at the club.
Right.
With them.
And which friend was that said that to you?
Her name was Bryan. I believe she may have spoke or was sent, or I don't know.
Okay.
I spoke to her earlier.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So you last saw Kaylee at the grub truck. So you said you showed up after her. She was already waiting for her food. What happened after she got her food?
I didn't exactly see like what direction. I kind of just saw her and Maddie start kind of like walking off in the direction towards her house. So kind of like back towards campus. I didn't see if she crossed the street or anything like that. She kind of like went out of my view.
Okay.
And I started talking to my friend, but yeah, she was like heading in that direction of campus.
Okay. Did you see anybody like follow her or say anything to her or anything?
I didn't when I was there, that I can remember. I wasn't really.
Yeah, now she's saying, but when I watched it again, I saw that guy with the hoodie guy. You know, it's like, come on, she's no different than you guys at this point.
I was a little distracted by that point and just kind of waiting for my food, but I did in the video see
There we go.
someone like kind of walk in the same direction that they did after she left, but I don't remember watching him walk off when I was there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jack.
Okay. Do you know of any like boys or anything that Kaylee may have hung out with?
Not really. I know obviously Ethan. I really don't know. I'm sure there's probably a lot of like I saw her earlier in the day, just like with a bunch of friends, but I don't know like anyone that she personally hung out with.
Okay. And do you know of any like of her ex-boyfriends or anything?
Yeah, I know she had an ex-boyfriend that went to U of I at some point, but from my knowledge they were on pretty good terms.
Okay. And what about Maddie?
I don't know about ex-boyfriends. I wasn't super close to Maddie, but I do know that her boyfriend went to U of I and graduated.
Okay, and do you know his name or?
It's escaping me at the moment.
If you don't know it off the top of your head, it's okay.
I know I've met him before. I just can't remember his name at the moment. I'm sorry.
Okay. Was there anybody that Xana or Ethan may have hung out with of concern?
Not anyone that I can think of. No.
Okay. Is there anybody that you can think of concern or anything like that?
Not off the top of my head, no. I was trying to think of. I was with Xan and Ethan earlier, and there was never anyone that was cause for alarm.
You were with them earlier in the night?
Yes, yeah, I was earlier that day.
And where were you guys at?
I was with Xan and Ethan, Maddie, and Kaylee, or kind of earlier at an apartment. It was my friend's apartment. We were with quite a few people.
Okay, do you know where that apartment is?
The white.
Yeah, it's on. I actually don't know the name of the road, but
Does
it's
it have
called
a
the White
nickname?
Apartment.
The Whites?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah. We were just kind of hanging out with
See?
all our friends and stuff, and I was there with Dana and spoke to her and spoke to Kaylee.
Okay.
And there's never anyone of concern that was there. It was all people that we knew
Okay.
that were with us. There was never anyone that, like, we didn't know.
Okay. Do you have anything? Okay. Well, I appreciate you giving us speaking to me.
Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't have very much information.
Nope. That any information right now is helpful for us. So, yeah. If you ever have any more questions for myself, or just in general, you can always, or if there's something that you end up learning that you think is important to share, even if you don't, or if you don't think it's important, either way, you can always give us a call and share that information with us. Something that you may think is little might go a long way for us. So,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, I will do that.
All right. Well, try to enjoy your Thanksgiving break, and thanks again for chatting with us for a little bit.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Have a good one.
That's November 22nd. Yeah, I think I don't know, that lady, that challenge that we did earlier, they didn't do the other side. I was kind of wondering. It was a newer account, and, didn't seem like they were, just the way they were talking. But anyways, we're still getting killed. We're right now, we are at 1/10 of a nightly goal, and we're already an hour in, so that's not good. So if anybody has a legitimate challenge or something like that out there, that'd be great. All right, this is the same Officer Rosinski. I don't know if I've ever seen this one. This is like almost 2 hours. We can just kind of scrub through it. So that's right at the house there, at the door.
Corbin, coming in.
No, I said that. I said it out loud that they sent in, multiple times. I thanked all the people. We had Allie Cake, Devin Cruz, Tracy Von Brott, and then Haley. And I said, yep, okay, because you told me to let you know, so I let you know. Jeez.
How's your battery? Moscow 167, you can show me on King Road.
See, look at what's amazing is see that little space right there? That's where I was thinking Kohberger parked on 2 or 3 of those loops that he did. See, that's the exact alley shot right to the front door, basically. Straight back there. Those are cars parked right there. So that's pretty amazing. He could have just parked right there, watched, and then drove back this way to the left and then back in. So he just stands there the whole time, huh? That guy's all over the place.
Doing all right?
Now there's 5, Elizabeth. I just read them off to you. Yeah, there was Allie Cake, and then Allie Cake a second time, and then Devin Cruz, Tracy Von Brott, and then Haley. Okay?
Yeah, no worries, man.
Allie Cake did 2 of them.
Quick to the Sunday.
I believe it, man.
All right, hey, we got Marty. Wow. So Marty's legit. All right, so he's going to do, if we get 7 gifted memberships, he'll donate basically 20. Okay, that's pretty amazing. That's 3 to 1. All right. And there it is right there in the chat. So if you guys could please do that, that'd be great.
Any leads? No.
No, not much further than what I got here, really. That's just what it takes for fucking ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I mean, there's some. Yeah, you're not. No.
Things were correct originally. I actually had blocked that Elizabeth account, and then I wasn't 100% sure because they said, "Oh, I'm a new account." So okay, I gave them a chance, and then they just turned out to be a troll. But thanks for the people who matched that one. So if we can get 6 more here for Marty's, that would give us, be amazing help. So thanks, guys.
Right.
This place had some cameras on the front side.
I blocked that other account.
Facing that way.
It was created on July, like 3 weeks ago.
Gotcha.
We got their SD card here a minute ago, so.
Yeah, I know the closest camera on campus is at,
Oh, so they got the SD card. Hey, thanks, Alley Cake. Wow, that's 4 there, so that's 5 total. Now we need 2 more, you guys. The hell's that? Thanks, Erica Nunya. Yeah, thanks, Alley Cake. That was very kind of you there. And Lisa Valenzuela. Sorry for the troll up there. That was. I kind of figured they might do something like that. But hey, troll, thanks. It brought in $25. Thank you. It just sucked that it didn't. That they tricked people. Yeah, look, this guy just stood there. All the way into the darkness. This guy's going to be standing there. Thank you, Haley, as in Haley's Comet.
your what? Is it this pen?
Yeah.
You gave it to me.
Okay. I was like, shoot, I lost it. I'm heading back to start typing.
You want to see if someone there, if they're not busy, maybe like Stirk or someone?
70. I'll have somebody come up.
Is he, well, they're probably busy. Maybe one of the guys that came in that's not interviewing.
There's actually just another open door up there. That's why we're hanging out up there.
And no one's got, is it not
It's just,
part of
it's
this?
just a post. It's just a post, but it's that, yeah.
Do they need one up there?
No, we are tracking it though.
Okay. So they're just going around then when they rotate?
Yeah, when they go around, but I guess I'm out now, so.
Yeah, I just marked you out, so. Yeah, if you want to see if someone wants to.
$435.
Right, are they just waiting for the warrant to get signed before they go in? Yeah.
actually used? Last week.
That was last weekend. It was, I think it was senior week. Because they did the seniors and stuff on the football team during the game. So it might have been senior week or senior day or whatever. That's more from athletics. I don't know. And then he told me, and I was like, thanks. I was like, I'm going to start driving that way. Well, I didn't even drive.
This is Bryan Kohberger's, the case where he killed. What do you mean, Julie? I don't know what you're saying. It's just an officer on, securing the front of the building of 1122 King Road.
We were with the whole family, and Jordan's up from post, so we went, or him and I woke up at like 4:30 this morning to get out before everyone else. So he dropped me off here.
Thanks, Haley.
So I'll probably have to come up and pick me up.
How's he doing?
It's good. They got like 18 class days left. So he's ready to be back. Yeah, like four, yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Anyways, they're just talking about nothing. So, all right, then another one by the same. For some reason, okay, he goes to Walmart. This officer and talks to somebody there, and this is only not even a minute.
Anything we had would just be right here.
Okay. So he asked for a black ski mask that would cover his face.
What? He asked for a black ski mask to cover his face. I thought he already ordered a balaclava.
Anything we had would just be right here.
Okay. So he asked for a black ski mask that would cover his face.
Yeah, this is the next day too, so I don't think people knew that yet. That's kind of interesting, isn't it? Because this is 11/14. I don't think anybody knew about a ski mask in the public on the very next day.
Remember what you look like?
Honestly, like
I
every
know.
other college dude.
Maybe it could be somebody else, though, right? Like, how does?
Okay, but just like college age.
Yeah, maybe he just said they're not like. She wouldn't even know who they're talking about at this point. Okay, I guess. Yeah, I guess now it doesn't make. Yeah, now it's just like somebody came up and asked for that. Could just be anybody because nobody even knew who Kohberger was on the 14th.
Aged about.
Part of me wants to say maybe he was wearing a beanie, but I really don't remember.
Okay.
It was.
Was he tall? Was he taller? Was he taller than you? Shorter?
Probably.
Okay.
A little bit taller.
A beanie, huh? Well, Kohberger was wearing one.
Color hair, don't.
I would say like brown, because I feel like
Oh, that's Kohberger's hair color.
his eyebrows were probably brown too.
Eyebrows. Who remembers the eyebrows?
Is he white, black, Mexican?
I would say white, maybe a little tanner, but I don't think he was Mexican.
Okay. And you just told him that you guys didn't have
But
one?
if we had any, they'd be right here. And then I looked on my phone that you said no.
Okay.
So we can look on the app.
Okay.
Huh. That's kind of. I wonder if that was him. Could have been anybody, though. So what is this? Weird. So these are like fuel pumps. I mean, what's the deal with these? And this is at 11:12 in the evening. You know, like 10:40 something in the morning. Does he come in and get gas? Huh, I wonder if that's him right there. 10:46 p.m. That's right, what Marty said. Thanks for all the freaks that made the challenge work. Great bunch of people. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I wish I would say what it is. It's just Safeway 1112. And what about Safeway? What's the deal with Safeway? Yes, Marty blesses with the coffee. I don't know. I don't know if he's captured somewhere. I didn't see anything. Wait a minute, this is 5 hours. You could miss something. I think it's 5 hours, right? Let's see. No, it's not. It's only 5 minutes. It's just that one car that sort of pulls by, that, like, right on, not that one. There's another one that was white. Yeah, I don't see anything. I showed the one that looked like it. That was it. No, that wasn't an Elantra that we were just looking at. All right, let me see. These are text messages or something. Thank you for your clarification. You are the pink tie. These are some PDF files. Also asking all my friends for pictures from that night they might have with Ethan or Xana. I think if he was, they wouldn't have released 5 minutes if he was just on there for 1 second. Okay, what is this? Here's the files that you responding. Just wanted to make sure that's what I'm not sending is not wrong person. Here's security footage from the Newark Theater from 9 p.m. Saturday to 6 a.m. Sunday. I had previously sent most of this to MPD tip line. Ethan and Xana timeline, 8:30 to 9. Has pictures from Kappa Alpha Theta formal. Image includes, okay, then they got that one. Then sometime after 10, Ethan remembers, or somebody, Emily maybe, remembers seeing Ethan and Xana at the lodge Ethan was seen wearing Xana's Juju Smith-Schuster Steelers jersey. And then somebody takes a picture with, takes a picture with who is believed to be Ethan in the lodge and a white t-shirt. We believe it's Ethan by the hairstyle and body posture. 115 to 120. So that's getting close to the time they got home. Saw Ethan and Xana in the lodge. Interesting. So at 148, Ethan sent somebody a Snapchat message. Both Ethan and Xana were at Xana's house. So that means between 120 and 148, Ethan and Xana got home. Both Ethan and Xana were at Xana's house. Snapchat conversation was flipping each other shit, all in fun and nothing unusual. And then 244 missed a call from Ethan. So Ethan was still calling somebody at 244. Isn't that crazy? So sort of around the time that that's around the time that Kaylee and Madison are calling Kaylee's ex-boyfriend for just to probably get him to come over. It says, so missed a call from Ethan, but that person was already in bed asleep. I mean, this is everything's redacted in there. All right. Oops, I think this, there we go. So this is Smith when he pulled up. I haven't seen this one.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Out back. Residence is cleared.
I might have, actually.
Okay.
Smith.
Okay. Where's the first two? Downstairs, upstairs?
Upstairs.
Okay.
Here.
I just started again.
Hey Ryan,
There's a bag back here too.
okay, make sure that includes it. And you got your cell phone?
Yeah, 37.
Taking some photos. Is he talking about this bag?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I don't know if it looks old or not. I didn't get very close.
Yeah, it's pretty deep for now.
You want me to run that up to him?
Sure, just be.
So you can see just right around that corner. It's not very far down that bank. Not sure why it froze there.
Mindful where you step.
Hey guys, we're only at a quarter still on YouTube, so if you guys have the ability to help support the channel, that would be great.
Get my traffic about corner has been notified.
Yes, thank
Okay.
you.
Yep.
I was on his way in.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Ryan, I'm coming up with your camera.
This is right up behind. That's kind of where my car was parked, right there when I was there. It's just clocking right now.
It's not on.
Double speed, double speed.
Then we hold security on the back entrance? Yeah. Okay. So there are 2 more upstairs over here. Yeah.
This is 12 minutes after. This is like right when everybody was showing up.
And,
What's up? Just go back.
look around so you can see things.
Step on this. I'm gonna use my foot for scale, I guess. Yeah, and Kathy wants to know if she's good to come in, Shane. Well, I told her to stage until she heard otherwise, but I told her I'd follow up with her. Yeah. Hey, Ryan, are you still up there?
Yeah, it turns out those footprints aren't Kohberger's.
Okay. I just need I'd probably get a tape measure for these. I try to use my foot for scale, but I don't think it's going to work that well.
Okay, just don't worry about it.
At least that's what I just saw that somewhere. I don't remember. I think it was on that Netflix documentary, but who knows? Maybe they're wrong. Oh yeah, so that's already blood coming out of there. Well, because that's been hours, I guess. I mean, it's been 8 hours, so of course the blood would be outside. I wasn't thinking about that last time I saw that. He's mentioning that right now. Here you go. He probably said, "Have you seen this?" Blood
I'll take a picture of it, but I thought that probably is interesting. Okay.
Looks like there might be some in the sand.
I know. I just told you that it was in the documentary. I wonder if they figured out where they came from. I was thinking maybe it could have been the DoorDash, but that wasn't. She never went down there, and plus she doesn't have feet that big, and those are guy shoes. Thanks, Devin. This is where I was showing you guys yesterday with the footage, or maybe the first day, but the footage on the side where it's a really short little walk down from up on the street down below here. Yeah, that's why when the footprints were his, it sort of screwed up my theory of him parking on the side. So it would be weird if we're correct that he parked there. But if his footprints do move like as we see him, then he would have been more likely parked up above. So it would make my theory less likely. Okay? It doesn't mean, like you can't say, so it would be odd that his footprints would be there. That's only if my theory is correct, and those weren't his footprints. I think this is like maybe a detective walking around. Or something. He's got different clothing on.
Hey. Yeah, I can't really. We're on scene right now. We just locked it down. So. Yep. So I imagine we're probably gonna need some call-outs, call-ins, because it's all we got. Everybody on the. Is that my headset? I'm getting that weird buzzing, like. Let me see. It'd be kind of interesting to know whose footprints those are, just to, like, wow, what, maybe somebody came up to the door at some point. They're the real killer, Gray.
Got bumper on this one over here. You coming outside? Yeah, screen's out.
Have you ever seen such stupid trolls? They come in there and they say such dumb, childish things. They waste their one opportunity. All right, you're going to have to make another account now. Yeah, there's people running chainsaws. People have jobs to do over there. They're not using it on the house. Yeah.
Take a picture of it. I'm just waiting for a tape. Brian said he's going to grab me one.
Okay, he's taking photos. So.
Okay.
We'll get into it.
But there's two of them. Boom, boom.
I remember hearing the chainsaw the whole time they were interviewing Dylan and all that.
She can.
It's not new information.
Said that they're pretty small hands.
Yeah, we know, David. We pointed that out 5 minutes ago.
Last night at with a ski mask on, or a black mask on.
There's Davy Dave again. Day late and $1 short.
3 or 4.
Do they say which way he came in? This way. Okay.
Yep. It sounds like that. And then Ryan's got a guy out here that lives over here. That's the ex-boyfriend of one of them. So.
Okay.
You got pictures of the pump, right?
Yeah, I didn't realize there's two till just now. There's one here and there's one here, so I just got the left one, but there's here and here.
Dust over them.
Well, that's actually, they're having that issue. That little sound. Not me.
Some sort.
No, they took the house down a year later.
Still doesn't look.
Just screens off of it. So.
Make sure if anybody tries to come up here, obviously.
Stop them. You want me to move that tape to that fence post?
No, let's just keep it here for now.
Okay.
I'll come back and work around, and I'll bring you back that measuring tape.
Okay. No rush. I'll be here. Whatever you need.
Right now, we're just walking it in until Tyson said he's almost here, and detectives will be up here. Really.
We have
Oh, he's just an officer, this guy.
one detained right now.
Well, I shouldn't say detained. We have one that came up, and Ryan was in the middle of something, so he stashed him right here, and we're interviewing him right now.
Okay.
Ex-boyfriend. Looks like that's where those go, Ryan. That's where those footprints go.
Yeah, they wrap around that log and cut back.
I walked up a little ways.
It's also like, when was the little misting of snow put there where, you know, they could have walked there yesterday, you know, the day before.
Yeah, they definitely don't continue up because you would be able to see it in the snow, and it looks like they.
Okay, yeah, so that means this footprints never even went from up there. That wouldn't make any sense at all.
Around that log right there, and then I can't tell from here which way they go. I think.
Hey, any chance you guys could help support the channel? We're still currently at 1/4.
Two of them right there. Okay.
Yes, Davey Dave, they took a picture of it right here on camera, right when we were sitting here doing this video, right here, literally 5 minutes ago. They took a picture of the blood coming out. Man, you do this like every time you show up, dude. My God, like literally 5 minutes ago. Yeah, you always get these people. No big deal. You know, I'll tell you what the sick people are. The ones that want to free Bryan Kohberger. Those people are nuts.
Warm up then. So I did call Aaron, and I heard him checking the service. Basically just said, hey, these kids are going to need some sort of counselor crisis person to
Yeah,
talk to.
Cap's already got it
Cool.
taken care of. That's taken care of. Nate, Casey.
Isn't that Gunderson, that one guy? We always do the thing where we go one step forward and then we go 3 steps backwards. It'd be great if we could just try to reach the goal again tonight. Try to make it 3 days in a row after missing it 6 days in a row. Actually, it was more than that. Almost the entire month, other than one day. Right, 5150, right. You'd love to see him walk. We don't need to see him go to trial because he's already admitted doing it. Why do you need to have him go to trial if he's already said he did it? Yeah, he wanted to put the death penalty back on, yeah. I don't know. It's just, he's not going to get another shot. He's out, he's done. And your account's only 5 hours old, 5150. Did you create it just for my show? God, that's so nice of you. Thanks, 5150. You couldn't be a troll, could you? I mean, if you created the account 5 hours ago? Yeah. What made you remove that one comment, Haley? You said, yep. There's nothing wrong with saying, yep. Oh, because I said, yeah, they tore down the building a year later. And I was there. I filmed it. You weren't yupping. Yeah. Oh. Right, you're saying yep. That's what I thought. I said, remember how they, and he went, yep, and I went, okay. I don't know. It's another stressful day. This thing was like 2 hours and 30 minutes long. You're trolling because your account's only 5 hours old. And I can tell that's usually what you guys do. Okay? That's how. Let's see. I'm not sure what this one is. This is Smith again. 302, a little bit later. Oh, what a boring job to be the ones that have to guard doors and stuff.
I don't know how much you heard of all that, but
Okay, so we're working on the theory that whoever did it and left.
Yeah, why wouldn't you say that? Why'd you cut that out? Well, stupid.
Okay, so we're working on the theory that whoever did it and left.
it's like they look like they just.
So you think they were first?
Well, if you wanna walk with me, I guess we can walk
Let me
through
call
it.
Fry real quick.
Okay.
I knew this was gonna happen.
Why would you cut that out? It's ridiculous. You pled guilty. Why can't we hear their thoughts?
Hey, we need a media plan. We got one parked out here, and just got a hold of me and said they're starting to call Whitcomb quite a bit. So we need to, I guess, figure out a point of contact and basically someone who could tell them.
I don't think it's said anything like that. Hold on.
Okay, so we're working on the theory that whoever did it and left.
I think he said did it and left, is what he was saying.
Working on the theory that whoever did it and left.
Yeah, I can see him make the F left. Yeah.
It's like they look like.
Hey, we need a media plan.
They wouldn't have any
we
idea
got one
how
parked
quick it
out
would
here, and just got a hold of me and said they're starting to call Whitcomb quite a bit. So we need to, I guess, figure out a point of contact and basically someone who could tell them without telling them anything just yet. Okay.
I was just gonna walk you through.
Okay.
So, it's from what it sounds like, there was a fifth female present in this room when the guy showed up. She saw him come in from the back. He was wearing a black ski mask.
That's the gal that's at the station.
Okay, I think so. And I think she was in this bedroom here, and she said that she locked her.
She didn't see him come in, though. She saw him leaving.
And I'm getting this third hand from Shane. She said she locked herself in here. She would probably be able to recollect which one occurred first. I guess we can start up.
Alright, guys, if you could please help support the channel, that'd be great. We're still only at like just barely over a quarter.
And
So is this her room? Whatever else room? You said you heard someone?
I don't know if I think she was in this bottom one down here. I think she was in this one right here. And then
no theory. We don't get any theory or anything. Stupid.
that's about the only thing that I could maybe think of.
Okay. All right. How you doing? You need anything?
I'm okay. I might go take a bathroom break soon.
Okay. I will find someone to come close and give you a break.
He did walk right over it. Okay, I will say that. He didn't even think about it when he walked out there. Do you see that? Like these are like these photographs. Look at the foot.
Bathroom break soon.
Okay. I will find someone to come
He did clop right over it.
close and give you a break.
Now look at that. Watch. I mean, why bother even going over there? He didn't step on the footprints, but right next to it. Now he's gonna go out and go like, wow. Jeez. That's insane. The defense team would definitely pull something like that out. And say, look, these footprints here could have been somebody else. You step right on top. Ah, look at that. And make them look bad.
Somebody's taking.
That would be funny if there was a guy actually using a chainsaw to take the house down. Right in the middle of it. Alright, let's start taking this sucker down. No, that was the end of the, the third folder, because there was so many, I just sped through a lot of it because it's too long. Let me see what this one is.
I'm just going to record our conversation here.
KD. Who's KD?
Okay, let me real quick make sure I get your info right. It's K, right?
Yep. Uh-huh.
Is your driver's license out of Idaho?
Yeah.
You don't need it, it's all good. What's your date of birth?
2003.
Cool, alright. And where are you living at now?
I am at the fraternity here, but I also live.
Gotcha, okay. And I'm not a fraternity guy. Yeah, okay. Awesome. What year are you? Are you?
Yeah.
What are you studying? What do you want to do? You need
Just
Yeah.
about some time.
Easy, man. Good deal. Got plans for summer? Yep. Like here in town or down? Yeah, good. That'd be good, man. All right. So we'll just get into this, man. First, I'd like to ask you kind of what the background is, how you knew Maddie, Kaylee, Ethan, and Zaina.
Yeah.
And just kind of just whatever you have to tell me on that front.
We would always just hang out, like, all the time since I was a freshman. They'd come over to the house, more like Xana. And that was before she was dating Ethan, and she would just hang out with us all the time.
Okay.
Last year, I was starting to hang out with one of the roommates, Bethany, all the time, so I would go there all the time and hang out at the house.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
Would you go, like, if they had get-togethers or parties and stuff on the
Yeah.
weekends, would you go over there?
Yeah, of course.
Cool. So you said you started hanging out with Bethany that year, that 2022, would that have been? Okay. Did you have a relationship with her? Girlfriend, seeing each other, anything like that?
Yeah, just kind of seeing
Seeing each other? Okay. How's she doing? Have you talked to her recently?
Yeah, she's good. She's in, where is it?
Yeah. Yep.
She lives there.
Doing all right, though, all things
Yeah.
considered?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. That's good to hear. All right, so basically just kind of you guys you're just in that circle of friends, right? Kind of, is that fair to say?
Exactly.
Do you know of anything that anybody ever mentioned about people outside the house at 1122? Any strange occurrences?
All right, guys. Nobody really seems that interested, so I'm gonna get doing something else. Thank you for being here. We got through folder number 3. Thanks to Michelle H, Alley Cake, Michelle A, Alley Cake, and then Alley Cake again, then Devin Cruz, Tracy Von Brott, then we had Haley Gift One, then Michelle H, then Marianne Nolan, Alley Cake, Erica, Lisa Valenzuela, Haley again, and Devin Cruz. All right, thanks everybody. Oh, and thanks also to Marty, and there was a Venmo from Michael, or yeah, I'll just say that. All right, thanks everybody.